Activity 2, introduce Ellis Allen. Well, guys, if we can remember, many people came over to the New World, to the United States, for many reasons. And you remember them three G's: God, glory, and gold. Everyone came over for three reasons or more reasons. But when they came over, they all had different experiences. Remember, we start off with the early explorers. They were from the 1400s to the 1500s. Then we had the colonists from the 1600s. Now we're about to learn about Ellis Allen. And what was the significance and importance about Ellis Allen? This video is going to be here for you to learn about Ellis Allen. Watch it. Let's learn about Ellis Allen. This week, I'm going to be taking you on an interactive tour of Ellis Allen. Well, let me read it for you first. Welcome to Ellis Island. More than 12 million immigrants made their stop in America at the Ellis Island Immigration Station between 1892 and 1954. In fact, more than 40% of Americans can trace their family history back to Ellis Island. Follow in the immigrants' footsteps by taking this tour. You will hear firsthand stories by people who came through Ellis Island, see historical photographs and films, read fascinating facts, and discover the central role this station played in the story of American immigration. So, we're going to take this tour. Let's start the tour of Ellis Island. Stop 1. Most of the immigrants who came to America through Ellis Island were from Eastern and Southern Europe. In many cases, they came to escape the poverty and religious intolerance that existed in small towns in countries such as Italy, Poland, and Russia. They began their journey to America on foot, horseback, or train. Many traveled hundreds of miles across Europe to get to a seaport. When they arrived at the coast, they boarded a steamship. The trip across the Atlantic Ocean lasted 1 to 2 weeks. The ships divided passengers by wealth and class. First and second class passengers stayed in the stateroom and cabins, but most people were in third class called steerages. Steerage was a large open space at the bottom of the ship. As many as 3,000 people crowded the ship. They often came from different countries, spoke different languages, and belonged to different religions. So let's remember back to the last video, I told you about firsthand and secondhand. Well, to figure out firsthand and secondhand, to figure out which this story I just read is firsthand or secondhand, we need to figure out who is telling the story. Is it the person? Is the person telling the story there? Based off of what we said and what I just read, is the person telling the story there? Or is the person telling the story not there? You're so right. Secondhand account. This will be secondhand account because this is a lot of information that this person got and made it into a story. They are not there. We do not see none of the eyes. You don't see none of the perspective from them, from their person, and we don't hear all the experiences and the opinions and the emotions and the feelings. We just get the facts, and that's secondhand, guys. This is a secondhand piece told by someone that was not there, but a lot of different facts. And that's how we know that because they began their journey to America on foot, horseback, or train. It says they. They. It don't say I. It's not a first person. So you ask the question, where do secondhand account stories come from? They come from researching and collecting information from others.